Nice day, tutor. My name is Jorani Reaños. I'm 30 years old. I live in Dolores, Tolima. I am a mother. My son is 5 years old. He's so smart and lovely. He likes to learn English too. I am in 5th semester of bachelor's degree in English as a foreign language. I'm so happy to continue with with the learning process, and I am willing to collaborate with all activities. Questions. How do you compare the quotation from Wallace Shafe at the beginning of the chapter with the purpose of linguistics? In the comparison of the text, we can see that linguistics is not just words, it goes much further. It is much deeper analysis in various aspects such as it is acquired, it is spoken, why it is spoken, how words are combined to make sense and meaning, why it's so important to communicate, and even the change it has in the new generations. Number 2, what do you think some people approach the study of linguistics with principles? Is this your case? Explain. I could be my case because in many respects we almost always get ahead of the facts or difficulties without having experience or let ourselves be led by comments for others, and without having researched at least to get a general idea. We ended up wondering about reality. Is linguistics number 3? Is linguistics about correct language use? Explain. Linguistics shares meta language with the kind of perspective grammar that tells people what is right and what is wrong. In the use of language, be using themes such as subject, verb, adjective, noun, etc. From the terms, it is quite unfortunate, since it leads to the notion that linguistics is about correctness in the use of language. That is why each field as its turn to refer to the activity and concepts involved in its realization. Number 4. What are the names of the greatest contributors to linguistics field? How will you leverage each of them? For example, Ferdinand Saussure, the father of the modern linguistics. Ferdinand de Saussure, Geneva, November 26, 1857. Morges, February 22, 1913. Was a Swiss linguist whose ideas served to initiate and further develop the study of modern linguistics. In the 20th century, he is known as the father of the structural linguistics. Of the 20th century, betraying his teacher August Lescot. He also started the Geneva School within so-called structuralist schools. A linguistic group continued its work. In spite of this, many linguists and philosophers consider that their ideas were out of time. Wallace Shafe, born in 1927, was an American linguist. Was professor emeritus and research professor at the University of California, Santa Barbara. He was an influential scholar in indigenous language of the Americas, notably Iroquois and Caddo language, in discourse analysis and psycholinguistics, and also prosody of speech. Aaron Noam Chomsky, Philadelphia, December 7, 1928, was American linguist, philosopher, and activist. Was professor emeritus of linguistics at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and one of the most prominent figures in 20th century linguistics, that thanks to his work in linguistic theory and cognitive science. Thank you, teacher. It is all for now. Thank you so much for listening to me.